support to regain their freedom from Indonesia. After World War II, the Dutch, who colonized West Papua, began making preparations for its liberation while Indonesia continued to lay claim to the territory. In 1961, Papuans raised their flag, the Morning Star, sang their national anthem and declared their independence. Soon after, Indonesia invaded them. Chief Wenda joins us in studio now to talk more about his visit to our country. Thanks for joining me, Chief.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Now, tell us about the purpose of your visit to South Africa.
Coming to South Africa is a blessing for me and for my people, because South Africa understand about the suffering of the people who are fighting for the justice and freedom and democracy. In fact, that South Africa has already been through the same experience. That's why I'm just coming here to seeking the spirit of the South African people.
Now, speaking of seeking the spirit, I mean, what other assistance are you looking to get from South Africans other than the experience of fighting for justice?
Because South Africa been through the condition where the apartheid treatment to South African people, and there is a sentiment is there. That's why I'm coming here to seeking help, liberate my country from Indonesia colonialism. The people talking about end of the colonialism, end of the discrimination, racism. West Papua still, this 21st century, still Indonesia carry on the discrimination, killing. Almost 500,000 men and women have been killed since they occupied. That's why I'm coming to South Africa to help me, to liberate me from Indonesia colonialism.
Now, speaking of liberation, what has been the world's response to your plight so far? Is there anyone willing to help? I mean, actively really willing to get in there and be with you guys through the struggle?
This is a world history. West Papua was a victim, including UN and big power like United States and Europe and including Dutch. They are well directly involved victim our right to self-determination. They ignore it. But I want to tell you that this is one interesting thing that Melanesian country, one example, Vanuatu is tirelessly raised the issue in UN. So that is give us confidence. That's why I'm coming to South Africa, because South Africa is very important for our struggle to working together to help me.
My next question is actually on the UN. Now, observers have hailed the success of the UN administration in East Timor, and they've also compared their plight to yours. And that area, or that country rather, was able to successfully get independence. Do you think that is a reality for your nation?
It will happen, because same military oppressed my people in West Papua. 13 years ago, East Timor, Indonesia massacre, Dili massacre call. That is one thing that mess it out, because there's journalists are banned, but there's few journalists into the undercover brought the message. So then world opened the eye. Otherwise, East Timor wipe out entire population. That's why it's same. We hope that the same thing will happen, because that I'm doing it. I'm not waiting somebody liberate, but I'm seeking help to all around the world, seeking help to help me.
Now, what's the UN's role in resolving your country's situation?
UN, because UN involved directly 1969 so-called referendum. We West Papua called act of free, no choice. In big power, and UN say act of no free choice. That's why they ignored us, just ignored us.
Now, you've said that Indonesia has basically colonized your nation. What is their position in all of this? Are they saying anything? Are they against you? You know, lobbying for support in other countries, lobbying for support with the UN. What are they saying in this situation?
Indonesia's position are colonizer. They don't really care about a human being as Papuans. They only care about our resources. It is full stop. They don't see West Papua as a human being. They treat my people inhumanely. That's why I campaign for free my people. We all human beings. That's why need to treat my people as a human being. But this moment, 53 years, is Indonesia committed genocide, because maybe we are different color, we are human being, but treatment of my people that way. That's why I'm campaigning for liberate my people to free.
Now, you've just mentioned the genocide, and in your statements you also mention that Indonesia is killing the indigenous people of West Papua. Now, are you perhaps also looking for assistance from perhaps the International Criminal Court to hold Indonesia responsible for these alleged crimes?
Yes. The history is our side. International lawyer for West Papua look at the legal argument Indonesia claim over West Papua. Legal is very strong. This is our side. Indonesia cannot deny. That's why Indonesia has illegally occupied our country by military force. That's why one day I hope many countries find out, they will raise their voice, and we hope that come to that point. I hope.
Now, the reality is there's always two sides to the story. Now, the government in Indonesia has labeled you as an illegitimate chief. They've said you're illegal. What is your response to that?
That is every colonial attitude imposed there. Whoever, like here, the Nelson Mandela, the great leader called a terrorist, whatever. It is continue call me as that way. I don't really count that, because I'm standing for my people. I'm trying to liberate my people from the Indonesia colony. So that's why that is always colonial always say that, but that's up to them. But I'm telling the truth. So it's world are finding out. That's why I'm really confident in my lifetime my people will be free.
Now, how is life in West Papua? How are the people there feeling? What is a normal day in the country for someone who's never been there and someone who doesn't really know your people's story? What is life like for them? Every
day military on the street. Every day 5 kilometers, every day military holding the gun. It's the middle of the world. It's like Middle East, what happening, our brother and sister in Middle East facing. Same situation in West Papua. And this is world history. Indonesia able to ban the journalists. 50 years in world history, 50 years. So that's why my people are like in prison. They cannot go to hunting or fishing freely. There is any military post, there is a mass military post, the checkpoint. So it's every day we are not free. We are discriminated. We are not free. We are the slave. We are prisoner. That's why I don't really see my people are free.
Chief, now let's fast forward a little. Let's look at West Papua as a free nation, for example. Once countries gain independence, they have to consider other things now. You look at economic growth, you look at education, building the country. Are you ready for that? As a nation, do you think the nation can pick up the pieces and do what is required to grow?
I think I'm really confident that when we West Papua independent, we will be good country. And then we will work with our neighbor, like Indonesia. Indonesia will one day we get independent, we will good neighbor. But the Indonesia treatment to my people, that is because 20, 30 years time, my people will wipe out. That's why how my people must free and economically, bilaterally, we will work together as a human being, as a global humanity. We can work together. But how the Indonesia treat my people as differently, that's why I'm confident that when we West Papua independent, we will take on.
Chief Wenda, thank you very much for joining us on the News at 8.
Thank you very much. Okay.